what's up? It's Filip from Easy Tutorials, and today we will learn how to use a Google Forms. With Google Forms you can create unlimited free forms with Google templates. We will cover these templates later. Of course, another good thing is that you can share your form with other colleagues or students, and you can collaborate on the same form, which is also very nice. Also, Google Forms are awesome because you can get email notifications when someone make a response to your form. They are mobile friendly and easy to customize. And most of all, Google Forms can help teachers and students to benefit the most. With Google Forms you can view students' work, you can track class attendance, you can use Google Forms for grading, for quizzes, and so on and so on. I'll show you how to do this in this video. Glad that you are today with me, so let's learn Google Forms. To be able to use your forms, you will need your Google account. If you don't know how to open your Google account, I have a link in the description for the video on how to do it. So do it and come back here. For those who already have Google account, head to your Google Drive. It's usually up here in the Google Apps, these little dots, and click Drive. Over here, to create a first form, you can go up here, click New, and click Google Forms. If you hover over a little arrow, you can make a blank form or make a form from a template. It's the same if you go right click and do this. Okay, let's create now one form, New, Google Forms, and we will go. Let me show first from a template. As you can see, you have lots of templates already present in a Google Drive that you can use for your business or school. For example, event feedback, exit ticket, assessment worksheet. Up here we have event registration, contact information, and so on. But we will create this from a blank, so you will have a full control over it. So just close it. Right click on it, just click Google Forms. Okay, you can take a tour, for example, and it will explain all these things. I can also explain you right now. But first things first. Let's first name our form. It's called Untitled Form. Let's rename it. For example, Form Example 1. It will name the form, and it will also name the title of the form. These two doesn't need to be the same. For example, this is a form. This is just a file name. And if you go back to your Google Drive, go to My Drive, you will see the form. It's called Form Example 1. It's the name over here, Form Example 1. And now over here we can add, for example, this is the name of the form, this is the name of the file, and this is the name of the file. Okay, head back. Let's start building our form. Click over here to add a form description. If we click on this untitled question, we will be able to add one question. For example, we have option 1. For example, you can add option 2, for example. Okay, let's click again, add option, for example, like this. And we have a question and the 3 answers. You can move these answers if you hover and drag it like this. And this will be a multiple choice question. It can be short answer, paragraph, and so on and so on. We'll go through all of this during this little tutorial. To delete it, just click this remove icon. Okay, let's leave it now as a multiple choice. Let's preview it. Right away, click on this eye icon and you will see your simple form. For example, 66, and click submit. You can only choose one option. Okay, leave. This is just a preview. You can duplicate your question or you can delete it. If you click this required, this means that it will be required for your students to, for example, to solve the problem or answer the question. You can show description, you can go to the section based on answer, or you can shuffle option order. It's not important for now, so it's not required. Let's keep this like this. Okay, if we click on this little button, add another question. Let's now choose a short answer. This type of question requires a short answer, so let's preview it. The student will click it and answer the question. Okay, this is easy. Now you can see how this works. You can import questions, you can add title and description. If we click it, you can add a title and description. This is the same title as this title over here, so we don't need it for now. If you have sections, you will also have a title. Just delete. We can add an image to our question. For example, add image and go to Google image search, for example, and add image of some cat, of course, like this one. Click insert. If we go on preview, you can see how you add image to your Google form. If you click on these three little dots, you can left align, center, right, change, or remove the image, for example. The same thing goes with video, and for example, if you click this, we can also add a section. For example, if you want to sort your questions in sections, section 1 of 2 and section 2 of 2. It comes already with the title and some description. So let's add another question. And let's say paragraph will be a longer answer. So let's try with checkboxes. Where is the dog? If we go to preview, you won't be able to see the next section of your form. So you need to click on the next like this, and you can see this. So where is the dog? Is it at home, yard, or in the house? This is of course, the dog can be in two places at the same time, but let's say for the sake of this tutorial that he's at home and he is in the yard. Let's add another question. For example, multiple choice, checks boxes, or drop down. You can also require to file upload for your student. For example, add linear scale. This is very interesting if you make scientific research, so you need to grade your answers. So if we go to preview, click on the next, and over here you can see that you can grade. We have multiple choice grid, checkbox grid, and for example, question with date or time. You can also move questions between questions like this one, just drag it and drop it over here. And let's delete it, for example. Okay, this is basic how you create the form. So where the responses come. If you click over here, you will see the responses. It says currently waiting for responses. We will test this form, but first let's click this get email notifications for new responses. This way you will get email every time the response is made. If you have 20 or 30, I don't know, students, it's cool, but it's not that good if you got notifications if you have hundreds or thousands, responses. Another great thing is to select response destination. If you click this, select this response destination, it will store your responses in a spreadsheet. So click this form example 1 responses. Let's leave this as it is and click create. And now if you go to your drive, it will create a Google Sheet. You can see your questions here. Where is the cat? Where is the dog? Do you like foxes? This is our questions. So it will store our responses. Okay, let's go back to questions and click over here, customize theme. If we click this over here, you can change the color. You can change the theme, or you can upload the photos to your computer. For example, if you want to change this, okay, let's click this insert and it will insert a header and change the color accordingly. You can change the font over here and keep it basic because it's very easy to read. If you choose decorative, it's a little hard to read. Formal, it's okay, and playful, it's okay. Keep it at basic. Okay, this is a customized theme options. Now this is a preview, and click on the settings. As you can see over here, you can collect email addresses. If we click this, form will ask for an email address. If you have a business, this is a good thing, but if you are working with students and you already know their addresses, it's not that mandatory. You can require limit to one response. This is also good because it will limit to one response, so you can, avoid cheating and something like that. Respondents can edit after submit if you want to see summary charts and text responses. If you want to see the answers, show them the answers, and so on. Presentation, you can show the progress bar, you can shuffle, and show link to submit another response. With confirmation message, you can add some message to your students when the form is completed. And on the right side in the quizzes, you can make this a quiz. So you can assign point values to questions and allow auto grading. If you make this a quiz, you can see the respondents can see missed question, correct answer, and point values. You can release a grade immediately after each submission or later after manual review. I think this is more appropriate. And now if you click on these little three dots, you can see that you can undo things, you can make a copy of your form, you can move to trash, you can print, you can add collaborators. This is very interesting because if you click add collaborators, over here you can add people that will collaborate on your form. This will not add people to fill the form for you. We will use the send button, but this will add, for example, another teachers to help you check it out or something like that. Very, very useful thing. Of course, we have a script editor and add-ons. We'll skip that for now because it's advanced. It's not a part of this tutorial, it's advanced tutorial, which I will make later, I think. And over here you can click preferences and collect, as usual, email addresses and make some default quiz point value and make questions required, all of the questions. And practically this is it. Let's test our form. If you click send, you can send via email, so you can email your form. You can use this link or you can embed this in a website. Let's say you want to send link over a Facebook or something like that. Just click this shorten URL, copy it, and send it with your Gmail. Let's go, for example, to our Gmail, compose, send link, for example, to myself. Okay, send, and as you can see, your client or your student will get this mail, and he will see the form link. If someone click it, just click on the link, and we can see our form. So let's go. Your email, it can be something like this. How old are you? Where is the cat? Click next. Where is the dog at home? Do you like foxes? Yes, very much. And click submit. As you can see, you will see this message that we previously had. So let's go to our Google Drive and let's close everything. Okay. Now, if we click on our form, we can see our responses. Click on responses and you will see the questions and the answers. This is a little clunky, so you can go to questions or individual. But I love to go to form example 1, for example, and click it and see over here all the, all the answers that you can later connect with Google Sheets and validate them, so automatically get some grades and send the mail back to your students. It will greatly improve exams or something like that. This is cool. And one thing, if we go also to our Gmail, we'll see the mail, Google Forms, your form, simple form has one new response. And if you click response from John and John and view summary, and you will see the summary of the form. And this is it. I hope you learned something new. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you like it, please comment down below in the comment section, and see you in some other tutorial here on Easy Tutorials. Bye bye.